Hello everyone and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, and the world out there. Today we are going to take a look into Virgo's week ahead for June 22nd through the 28th. In this message, we are first going to tap into the energies with the Psychic Tarot deck here. We will then get an overview message with the Fairy Tarot and dig a little bit deeper into the message with a traditional deck. I'll clarify and pull a few oracle cards. If it's something you're interested in, you are more than welcome in joining us. So let's see, Virgo, what we can see for you guys for June 22nd through the 28th. Please and thank you, Spirit. What does Virgo need to see here for June 22nd through the 28th? Please and thank you. Underneath the deck, we have mental conflict. Okay, this is like Two of Swords energy. I feel like, Virgo, there is this idea that you have. This could be in relationships. I'm getting more of a career vibe. I feel like you're feeling conflicted because maybe you've been trying to obtain this goal and it's been just barely out of reach. I feel like there's a need here to maybe readjust your plan. Take a look at the plan that you created. One thing that I always recommend with my clients that are in business is envisioning what the outcome is. So what is the outcome of your business when it's at that successful stage? When you're comfortable, you're making that comfortable amount of money. What is that comfortable amount of money? You know, how much money would you need to live comfortably? What do you envision your day-to-day activities being? What does that look like? Taking it one step further also and getting clear on why you want that specific thing. And then you'll be able to work your way backwards. Okay, now what steps do you need to take to get to that outcome? How many of this item do you need to sell, or how many, break it down. How many videos do you need to sell? Or how many, for instance, for myself, how many personal readings or whatever the case would I need to sell to make that amount of money monthly to be able to not have to worry? There is going to be a victory here. The victory is going to be in this plan. Let's take a look here, Virgo. See what we can see for you guys. Most important message here for Virgo. What does Virgo need to see for June 22nd through the 28th about this process, about this plan? What is the most important message here? Please keep in mind, guys, that the messages here on YouTube are general. They are not going to resonate every time with every person. It's really about the title. If there's something within the title, there's most likely going to be something in the message for you. For more information on how to book personal readings, energy cleanse kits, how to get entered into the drawing, it's all linked below in the description box. And Virgo, if you like how I vibe, you like how I interpret the cards, you're more than welcome to subscribe. Everyone's welcome, and it does help set your intentions for future messages. Two of Springs. This is the Two of Wands. Eight of Springs. This is the Eight of Wands. Three of Summer. Three of Cups. Eight of Winter is the Eight of Swords. On the bottom we have, there's a need here to be practical about how you're moving forward. Also, don't be afraid to cut people off that are no longer serving you. Family, friends, spouses. If you have a goal in mind, you have a dream. This is the Nine of Pentacles. You have a vision that you're trying to accomplish. And maybe there's people around you that are saying, you can't do that, or you'll never. For instance, I'll give you a perfect personal example. When I was starting this channel, I knew that YouTube was a way that you can get messages out there. I'd seen other people grow, not personally, but I'd seen it happen, you know, following different channels. I've seen their channels go from small followings to big followings within a matter of a couple of years. So I knew this was a way to get messages out there. I also knew that people were making money off of YouTube, but really this is a way to reach a whole bunch of people all over the world. So I started looking into how to create a YouTube channel. Everybody made fun of me. Everybody. I had friends telling me this is what their kids do. I had to distance myself from a lot of people, and not meaning that I was never going to talk to them again. I just knew I would never have taken that next step if I would have had all these naysayers around me. And I feel like that's going to be an important message for you here, Virgo, because I feel like there is somebody around you that you think they have pure intentions, but they may be, you know, dimming your light by just throwing those little jabs out there like, oh, you can't do that, or that's not going to happen, or not everybody can be successful, or not everybody can be famous. Those types of things, that's what you need to let go of. Those are belief systems that very well could be holding you back from accomplishing what you want to accomplish. This is mindset. This is your mind holding you back. You are headed in the right direction. You are headed in a positive direction. But you're going to have to make a decision to step back from the people that are no longer serving you, that aren't pushing you towards your goals right now. Take a step back and reevaluate. So we're going to do the Gilded Tarot. Go with the First Instinct here for this. Get a little bit deeper into this message here. For Virgo, what does Virgo need to see for June 22nd through the 28th? Please and thank you. All right, Virgo, so I'm going to place the cards, then we'll discuss after we place and announce. I do feel like you have completed a difficult cycle. You're in the process of letting this go. Okay, so whether this person is still affecting you, maybe there's a family member around you that might bring this person up all the time, like maybe a mom, like, oh, that person was so good for you, or what have you. Maybe you need to have a conversation with that person and be like, look, mom, I'm trying to let this go. Look, whoever, I'm trying to let this go. So can we not talk about this as much? Or can you not mention that person right now while I'm trying to process this? Because I do feel like you are healing from a very significant loss here, of a betrayal almost, okay? a lot of swords in your back. You're going to be taking your power back, Virgo. You're going to be clearing the confusion by focusing on yourself, what your needs are, what that future picture really looks like. Now you can do your career, your business, what have you, but you can also take that one step further and get that future vision of what your relationship looks like as well. I do feel what is holding you back in business, Virgo, is your belief system around money. So looking into shadow work, maybe also looking into how to change your belief systems, how to adjust your belief systems. The book that I read to help me take a look at my belief system around money, and it's a process, so it doesn't happen overnight. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics. And I'll link that below in the description box, okay? But I do feel like your fear around money, or your fear around maybe having a lot of money, is holding you back here, okay? It's causing you not to be able to move forward to this abundance, to this wish fulfillment. Now, I do feel, again, there is hope. There is hope here. You're going to have to take a closer look into your plan, and also how to change those belief systems, because those are deeply ingrained subconsciously, okay? I will also recommend, if you are a spiritual healer or on your spiritual journey, another spiritual teacher that I've learned from is Teal Swan. She's on YouTube. Look her up. She does seminars, conventions around the country. Well, when things are open, she does. I'm getting a vibe. Now, this could be the same scenario. This could be pertaining to a different person, but I feel like there may be a need for to reach out and ask for help, and you're not wanting to do that, or you're having a hard time. So that's another thing that you could take a look at, that you could work on, okay? I do feel like this betrayal, this loss that you have experienced, it created a lot of confusion. Maybe you based your vision of the future around this person, and when they walked away, it was hard to handle that situation. But I do feel like you got a grasp on this, okay? We have the 9 of Pentacles coming out twice. This is very significant. This is that, the Minor Arcana Empress is what they call it. This independence, self-care, being able to take care of yourself, being financially stable. It is also the entrepreneurship energy. So somebody who probably works for themselves or owns a small business. I do feel like intuitively you knew this deep down inside. The reason why it was hard for you to walk away from this situation is because I feel like you might not have been awake or completely awake to the situation, meaning conscious or aware of what was going on exactly in life, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. Now, reaching out and asking for help is going to be in your best interest, especially when cultivating this business, releasing these belief systems, maybe even reaching out to a therapist. Oh my goodness, therapists are amazing with helping you release belief systems. Just say, like, I feel like my belief system around money is really holding me back, and I want to try to take a look at that. Is there any recommendations? There's even BetterHelp. It's an app that you can use, where you can reach out to local therapists in your area. But if you you can still reach out to therapists. They just have a different way of connecting with you now. there may be a need here to reach out for help, but there's definitely a need to look at the belief system around money. Let's get a few cards out here for your advice, Virgo, moving forward. I am going to do an extended reading to this. In the extended reading, I'm going to take a look at where this is headed, right? What are the next steps here? Also take a look at the outcome is if the advice is followed. I'll pull out the Archangel cards for the blessing, Soul Truth deck for the lesson. If it's something you guys are interested in, you are more than welcome in joining us. The link will be below in the description box. So, Virgo, there is a lesson that you are needing or have learned from all of this. Some of you have learned this. Some of you're still needing to kind of process this emotional baggage. So make sure you're taking time to release any resentment, negative feelings that you have towards your past so they don't hinder your future moving forward. Now, don't be afraid to take some time, reevaluate your plan or come up with a plan that's incorporating what you envision the outcome being first. Focus on what it is that you want. What do you desire? Whether this is business, whether this is relationships, whether this is a family situation. What is it that you desire? Make sure that's like the forefront of your plan, Virgo. The other person will either have their own plan and your guys' plans will intermesh, or they'll be all for your plan. But it's really, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Meaning if you're not working towards your own goals, if you're not working towards your own dreams, you're going to be helping somebody else accomplish theirs. Let's get a soul journey card out here for you guys. If you find this message was helpful, that it's resonating with your situation, please give it a thumbs up. All the love and support is very much appreciated and does help with the growth of the channel. And you got 2 cards coming out here, Virgo. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. First card that popped out was Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Death is an illusion. It's a fact of life that the human body we use to travel the earth must eventually stop working. It's not meant to exist forever. The energy and consciousness that inhabits the body is free and returns to its natural home, but it never abandons us. Learn to view death as merely a change, and everything must change because stagnancy extinguishes progress. The same is true for a relationship or a career. A soul lesson may be completed, and it is time to move beyond this point of familiarity and expand into new horizons of learning and development. This is a wonderful opportunity to thank those other souls in your life who have shared part of your path and taught you so much. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. The outcome of all choices in life is determined by 2 emotions, fear and love. Your soul is made of the energy of love, and fear is an earthly manifestation of a challenge. To embrace and wallow in fear is to go against your very being. Fear in its many guises, is the obstacle that your soul uses to test its tenacity to stay on track. For a soul, human life can be very difficult, but acknowledging that your soul's true nature is love will always help you on your path. When fear rears its ugly head, it is really an opportunity for you to stare it in the eye and turn that doubt into trust. View it as a teacher. What lesson are you learning from these fearful emotions? The more you use the energy of love to diffuse fearful situations, the less often they will present themselves. Beautiful, beautiful. I definitely feel like you're going through a big change right now. Maybe there is a little bit of fear of moving forward. Just putting one step in front of the other. I claim my own power, and I lovingly create my own reality. One thing I will say, Virgo, one small baby step every day or every week is better than no steps at all. Okay, so don't beat yourself up over you're not there yet. Everybody has their own path. You're gonna get there. You are headed in that direction. And don't try to rush it, because the lessons that you're learning right now are significant for that outcome. I ask for more understanding so that I knowingly and lovingly shape my world and experiences. Beautiful, Virgo, beautiful. So, Virgo, that is the message I have coming out for you guys for this week. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.